Hello my friends. Today's video is completely spontaneous, just off the dome, what I was literally just thinking about right now, and I'm recording it. Who knows if this will get posted? If it does, hey. But I want to start this video off with a question, and that question is, do you like them, or do you just like the attention that they're giving you? This is a very honest and important question, because I feel like, especially as women, we are kind of brainwashed to always seek external validation and seek external attention. And I have seen this pattern within my own life. And what sparked these thoughts was a conversation that I was having with a sister of mine about how when I was in high school, I was extremely insecure and I did not have self-esteem at all, and I craved external validation because I never gave validation to myself. And so I thought about how when a boy found me attractive or gave me that attention that I was craving, it almost made me more attracted to them. Or it ended up making me attracted to people that I normally wouldn't find attractive. But the fact that they were giving me the attention and validation and compliments or whatever that I was craving, I thought that I wanted that, right? But the thing is, these things are extremely conditional. Would we still like these people if they weren't giving us this validation? Would we still like them as a person, or are we literally just there because they're saying the things we want to hear? They're giving us this thing that we crave so much. Thankfully, I have outgrown this mindset, because it's a very toxic way of navigating people, navigating these situations, and will never give us true fulfillment. And it just shows such a lack of self-esteem and a lack of self-validation and self-love and respect. It really does. And when we ask ourselves that question, it points the mirror to us and to the areas that we feel we're lacking. Attention is like a drug to someone that's insecure. They crave it, and then once they get it, they hold on to it, they're hooked, and they keep chasing it. And there are a few reasons why we crave this attention so much, especially as women. Number one, what I just said, we have low self-esteem, we're insecure, we do not fill ourselves up and fill our own cup. Number two, and this is more pertaining to craving external validation on our physical appearance, is that we place too much value on our physical appearance. And the truth is anyone can find you attractive. Anyone can give you attention. Anyone can compliment you or whatever. Literally, whatever gender, anyone could do that. Who is willing to care for you? Who is willing to value you? Who is willing to learn about you and spend quality time with you? You know, things like that. And listen, I understand what it's like to constantly put your physical appearance on a pedestal and overvalue that. I'm not trying to preach like I'm better than anyone. I've been there. I literally used to model, and if any of you are models, you know that job stresses your physical appearance like nothing else. It literally determines whether you get paid. It determines whether you might get a job. People can turn you down because they don't like how you look. It's a lot of unfortunate brainwashing in that career for young women that takes years to undo. So I just say that to say I understand, and I still will deal with these things to this day. I've learned to respond to it differently, but it still comes up, and it definitely can be a little tough to completely unlearn. Editing Samaya here. I do want to say that our quest for attention and validation usually stems from something deeper, which needs to be addressed. There's a lot of work that can come with that as well, and that's a whole other video on why we feel the need to search for validation externally. Maybe something happened when we were young, you know, things like that. So it usually also stems from something way deeper that we need to get to the root of. And for some of us, it's beyond just societal brainwashing and conditioning. So just want to say that. But it's not us. It's honestly the least interesting thing about us. Your physical appearance is the least interesting thing about you. You have a whole life. You have all these lessons you've learned. You have all of these cool personality traits. So for us to always constantly overvalue how we look and constantly seek that validation, it doesn't serve us. And if someone is only giving you attention and validation based off of how you look or your external appearance, that should be something that we should side eye. Like, that should definitely be a red flag. Not to say, you know, don't be grateful for compliments or anything like that. More so, don't let compliments sway you in a direction that is unauthentic to you. A compliment is a compliment at the end of the day. We can be thankful for them, we can appreciate them, but we do not have to let that completely like hook us and like sway us, because people could talk all day. People could give compliments all day. Who is that person? How are they treating you? Are you even interested in that person? It's really interesting to see how a lot of the time we really are with people because of what they give us rather than who they actually are. I've noticed in this generation, a lot of things are extremely conditional, especially relationships. It's more so based off of what can you give me? What validation do you give me? Oh, let me hold on to this validation you give me. Like, what if that stopped? Would you still be interested in that person? Would you still have a connection, like an actual genuine connection with that person? You know, and I think social media definitely has a part to play in it. That's a whole other video, but I think these are things we should be questioning. We are so much more than external validation that we receive. We're so much more than attention, our physical appearance. Like, there's so much more to us. I know it sounds corny, whatever, but it's because it's true. There's so much more to you than what you look like or what other people think of you, or if other people find you attractive. And something that I've noticed as I've grown as a person and as I've begun to build my own self-esteem and really work on loving myself unconditionally, giving myself that validation, is that I am less impressed and swayed by that type of external validation or someone just simply finding me attractive. Whereas before I would kind of cling on to them and be like, you find me attractive? Great, like let me be with you. And because I feel so much lack that once one person finds me attractive, I need to cling on to that, because when am I gonna get that again? And now, because I really intentionally give that to myself, finding me physically attractive is not enough. Like, I need to know, like, who are you? Like, do we have a connection? Do we value similar things? Like, really, we gotta get deeper. We gotta get deeper, and unfortunately, this generation is very surface level. A lot of us as women are brainwashed to feed into this surface level stuff, but it's not serving us at all. There's so much more to us, my loves. We gotta get into it. Just because someone is giving you that attention that you crave, just because someone is validating you on your appearance or whatever it is, does not mean that that person is for you or genuinely is really interested in you and your soul and who you are. And that's something that we really need to get into our heads. Like, just repeat that in your head over and over again. It's easy for someone to just give you that attention, and it's easy to be swayed by that, and it's easy to hold on to that. But we gotta go beneath the surface. And I'm not saying to never care about your appearance or to never care about that stuff. Like, I'm just saying, don't place all of your value into that. Know that you are more than this, and that this is honestly the least interesting thing about you. You can care about it and like take care of yourself, whatever, physically, but have a deep knowing that you are more. When you have that knowing, like I said, someone simply just giving you that attention, that external validation will not be enough, and you will be able to feel into your connections with people and see if they're actually genuine, or see if there's ulterior motives, or if someone is just actually maybe not for you, you know? So yeah, that is what was on my mind right now and what I just wanted to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this random video, and I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next video.